Is your clutter keeping you from creating? Hi, I'm Nancy, and I help women reconnect with their lost creative spark so they can get unstuck and gain more energy in the process. So if you like that, like and follow. I have another comment here that I think is incredibly important, so I'm going to go ahead and read it to you. The clutter I've amassed gets in my way, literally, because there are few surfaces where I can lay out items to do crafts. Figuratively, clearing the clutter weighs so heavily on my mind as a source of shame and discomfort. I'm stalled. It's been a chronic problem. On a day when I toss something out or organize something better, I count that as a win. First of all, I want to say thank you for your courage in posting this, and also all the kudos to you for taking those little moments as wins because they all count. But also, and this is for everybody because I know this person is not alone, which is another important point. If you have clutter and it's getting in your way, clutter is, in the words of the great K.C. Davis, morally neutral. I'm going to say that again. Clutter is morally neutral. I understand that it is a source of shame for a lot of people. I have dealt with clutter in my life too. I get it. But the fact is, clutter is just clutter. Clutter does not make you a bad person. It doesn't mean that you are a failure. It does not mean any of the things that we tend to associate with it, except that it's clutter. And there are some studies that say that, things like that it reflects the state of your mind and whatever, but you got to be really, really careful with stuff like that because that turns into an excuse to shame yourself. And this comment is such a fantastic example of that Ouroboros of shame and clutter. We have the clutter, we think that it makes us bad, we shame ourselves, the clutter becomes more intractable, lather, rinse, repeat. Nothing is getting done here except a whole lot of beating up on ourselves. So please, please reframe clutter as something that is morally neutral, that just is. It does not say anything bad about you except what you are making it say about you. And that may come from other people. I have helped clients with this stuff before, and almost always there is a message implanted in their brains from a parent or some other friend or relative that has grown beyond all proportion and taken over and is keeping them from creating, all because they happen to have too much stuff in their house or stuff in places that they think it shouldn't be.